So I wanted to take a look at some products in the order that I use the most, more or less. So the first product from the Jack Black line is the Texture Cream. This is a hair product and it's a very light hold. It's kind of a creamy, very light, and it's great for just light hold to have a sleek finish, as it says. It is kind of shiny, not too much, and it smells pretty good. It smells kind of herbal. It's light, it's not overly sweet or overpowering, and with my hair it's actually kind of straight and thick, so I don't really use it for a strong hold, but it's just nice that it eliminates frizz. And sorry for the sirens in the background, but yeah, this is actually the new packaging. This is the old packaging and this is almost gone. I've used this. This is probably my third bottle actually. I like it that much, and these are 4 ounce. So it says as olive and rosemary, and it kind of, like I was saying earlier, kind of has a slight herbal smell to it. It's not kind of too sweet, which you get from, or at least from my experience, get from a lot of hair care products. Next product I don't use as much anymore just because it's been running out, and I don't know, when things run low sometimes I tend not to use it. So it's the All Day Oil Control Lotion. This is a matte finish kind of a lotion. It has kaolin, cotton, and vitamin E. And the texture of this, if I can get it out. So it's just like it's regular lotion, but it has a slight sandy feel to it. I'm not sure if it's the kaolin, which I believe is white clay, or if it's the cotton, or maybe a combination of both. And again, I like this product because it doesn't have an overpowering smell. It's a pretty light, pleasant smell, and it definitely does work for me because I kind of have combination skin, kind of oily around my T area, but then I have dry patches. So this works pretty well. I sometimes use it in conjunction with another oil-free lotion, and I put this mainly on the areas that I know are going to be oily, and it works for a good 2-4 hours, and then at that point you either need to kind of blot your face or reapply. And this is 3.3 fluid ounce. The next product I use from Jack Black is their Lip Balm, which also has SPF 25. This packaging you've probably seen from a lot of other kind of lip balms. I've used it actually, I don't think might be hard to see, but it's actually pretty used. I'd say maybe 15 to 20, maybe 15% is left, and this is probably my third bottle. I've tried a couple different of the flavors before. This is the natural mint with shea butter. So trying to get used to, I'm using the front-facing camera on my laptop, so everything's kind of mirrored in a way. And I believe I tried the lemon, and I think they had a lavender or chamomile one, but those I actually lost. I've used it for a little bit and lost, so this is actually the longest one that I've had, and I've almost used it all up. So it just has this kind of applicator that I'm sure you've seen before. They say you're supposed to replace your lip balm every month to avoid bacteria. I've already had this for at least a year. I haven't had any issues, but again, I don't use it as much. I actually kind of use it every day, and it lasts pretty well. The next product I use, it's the Dry Down Friction-Free Powder. It's basically an alternative to tap powder or baby powder. And This one is pure cornstarch with lavender and organic green tea. And again, this one has a pleasant smell. It's, again, that slightly herbally smell. It's fresh. This is from their Pure Science line. And I mean, this works pretty well. It's just I usually put it on the back of my neck so that I don't get as much oil transfer, sometimes on my shirts. Usually, and then maybe sometimes on my underarm if it's going to be a really warm day. I don't actually tend to sweat that much, but I just wanted to try something different than the talcum powder that I'm used to, which always has that kind of very, I guess, the powdery smell. This one is more grown up. The texture though, actually this is a little bit more gritty than the talcum powder, which is talc. It's powdered talc. This is from cornstarch, so I think they've milled it pretty well, but if you compare it side by side with the effect you get when you put the powder, when you kind of spread it on your skin, talcum powder definitely has a smoother finish. This one almost has very, very, very slight slanty finish, which might actually help to absorb moisture or oil better than talcum powder. The next product, which is kind of along the same line, it's a deodorant. I kind of just bought this just to try it again. I was saying I don't really sweat that much, so I've used it only a handful number of times in the summer when it was really hot. Again, this I think smells similar to some of their other products, and it's a pleasant smell. It's not overpowering like kind of the drugstore brands like Degree or Gillette. It's a pretty pleasant smell, and this one has aluminum, which also helps to stop or control sweating. I think it actually basically blocks your sweat glands, so it's effective, but if you're not sweating in under your arms, you're probably sweating elsewhere, to be honest. But I mean, if I don't want to ruin this shirt, if it's gonna be a really hot shirt, and for some reason I'm wearing this, which I probably wouldn't, this will help not getting kind of sweat stains under my arm. So I'm not gonna open this just because I don't know, it's kind of weird because I did use it a few times, but it's pretty much full, and this is a 2.75 ounce. They also come in I think like a extra strength version too. The last product is the Mr. Fixit Antimicrobial Wound Rescue. This is part of their Pure Science line. So this is kind of like, if you're familiar with Neosporin, that's basically what this is, but it has elemental silver in it. It's a silver gel, and silver is naturally antimicrobial. I mean, I haven't done any benchmark tests on this, but I mean, I guess it works. It's a really cool packaging. That's kind of what drew me to it. And it's like, it kind of looks, it's basically a pump. So you hold it like this, and then you put it either on your band-aid, or I don't know if you're supposed to put it directly on your wound, but that's how it comes out. There's no smell to it, and I wouldn't expect there to be any. So it's just a clear gel, and I guess it has silver in it. It's not oily, it just kind of, once you rub it in, again, I guess you probably wouldn't normally rub it into a wound, but it's pretty much just disappeared. And when I was buying these products, there was one promotion, I forget, when I bought a couple of things, they have these sampler packs. Pretty sure they don't sell these. It's kind of like a gift with purchase, or maybe they might even hand it out for free during some special promotion. This would be great for traveling. So this set comes with the Daily Face Moisturizer, SPF 20. It comes with Face Buff, which is an exfoliating scrub. It comes with a daily facial cleanser, and it comes with beard lube. So it's basically shaving cream, although I don't think these lather up as much, because I've used things similar to this and sometimes they don't lather up, but that's sometimes the intention. So on the back it just kind of gives you a short, I guess, regimen, what they call the Core 4 Essentials. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and as always, if you want to see more, please subscribe and I'll keep the videos coming. Thank you again, and goodbye. Have a nice day.